Happy Thanksgiving, my fellow strangers. It's Mrs. Strange here again. On this Turkey Days episode for Stranger Universe, I will talk about the satanic panic of the 80s being incorporated in Stranger Things 4 and how the season could be the scariest and darkest in the franchise. Before we start, please like, share, and subscribe for more great Stranger Things content. Turn on notifications to never miss another Stranger Universe video again. Help get this video to 100 views and likes if you really want to see us release more Stranger Universe videos like this one. Please share this video on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and other social media platforms to help fans and viewers find this great Stranger Things content. And now let's begin. Every season of Stranger Things always takes things farther in terms of how dark and scary things can get. Even though most would argue that Season 3 was the most lighthearted of them all, the body horror and gore that we saw speaks otherwise, and it seems like Stranger Things 4 will take things even more seriously. When the show does come back, stunt coordinator Hiro Koda promises that it'll be worth it. All I can tell you is that Season 4 it's darker. It's going to be epic, he said. There's lots of great surprises and all your favorite people are in it. It's going to be so good. It's so epic. That reminds us of what Joe Keery, who is of course the legendary Steve Harrington, said about the season a while back, that the new season is definitely going to be a lot scarier than prior years because last year was pretty dark. One has to wonder, with the kids being teenagers now and the stakes higher than ever, does all of this confirm that Stranger Things 4 will be legitimately the darkest season? In Season 3, despite the campy blockbuster tone, there was a lot of gore and body horror, especially when it came to the mind flayer melting people's bodies to manifest itself. Not to mention all those exploding rats and the hospital monster composed of Nancy and Jonathan's bosses from Hawkins Post. And with the deaths of Alexa and Billy, as well as the temporary, apparent demise of Jim Hopper, one has to wonder if Season 4 will have the highest body count of deaths in this time with no resurrections. Our heroes are in on all of the experimentation and conspiracies at the center of the town's big mysteries. But what do the other citizens of Hawkins think about things like the destruction of the Starcourt Mall, or the disappearance and reappearance of Will Byers? In real life, something strange happened in 1980s America. It was called the Satanic Panic, and it gripped and terrified the country. But what was it, and why might it worm its way into Stranger Things 4? A new piece of casting information, coupled with a segment from Season 3, has us pretty certain that the upcoming season of the show will tackle the Satanic Panic. So, what was the Satanic Panic? The 1980s were a weird time in America. The Vietnam War was over, and a series of other events rattled the previous generation. The assassination of JFK, the Manson murders, the Son of Sam. There was also a sudden rise in occultism, with figures like Anton LaVey coming into the mainstream, or the release of movies like The Exorcist rocking the nation. All of this spooked the evangelicals in small-town America. By the time the 80s rolled around, there were brand new fears: AIDS, the Tylenol murders, kidnappings, the Cold War. All of this resulted in a concept known as stranger danger, or the fear of one's neighbor. This, coupled with Christian fundamentalism, paved the way for this thing we now call Satanic Panic. Americans grew suspicious that satanic cults were everywhere, in daycare centers, in the backwoods of small towns. This fear led to several real-life arrests and famous trials, like the Kent County abuse allegations and the McMartin trial, which was one of the longest and most expensive trial in California history. Perhaps the most famous case of satanic panic was the West Memphis 3. You might ask, how does any of this relate to Stranger Things 4? Well, another thing deemed evil by fundamentalist Americans in the 1980s was Dungeons & Dragons. The game deals with things considered satanic, wizards' magic rituals. If the Satanic Panic finds its way to Hawkins, Indiana, there's reason to believe characters like Mike, Lucas, and Dustin could land in trouble. And there are a few reasons why we think the season might go there. First, the third season ends with a news segment that blames the Starcourt Mall disaster and death of Hopper on Satanism.
Conspiracy? Can a town itself be cursed? Some believe a rise in Satanism is to blame. To find out.
The segment cuts out there, but feels like a tease for what's to come in Season 4. Additionally, a new piece of casting information caught our eye this week. It could also tie into this whole theory. It's for the character Eddie Munson, played by Joseph Quinn. Eddie is an audacious 80s metalhead who runs the Hellfire Club, Hawkins High's official D&D club, says the official character description. Hated by those who don't understand him, and beloved by those who do, Eddie will find himself at the terrifying epicenter of this season's mystery. That sounds an awful lot like Damien Eccles. Weird, small-town kid heading a D&D club who inspires both adoration and fear. What's more, Joseph Quinn even sort of looks like Eccles. Whatever the case may be, we're excited for Stranger Things 4. We have a feeling this season will be extra satisfying, satanic panic or not satanic panic. And that is all that we have for today. What do you think about the satanic panic being involved in Stranger Things 4? Do you think that this season will be the darkest? Don't forget that Stranger Universe is on both Twitter and Instagram. Follow us at st4 Universe to stay updated with us every day. Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to turn on notifications to never miss another Stranger Universe video again. Help get this video to 100 views and likes if you really want to see us release more Stranger Universe videos like this one. Please share this video on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and other social media platforms to help fans and viewers find this great Stranger Things content. I am Mrs. Strange, and this is Stranger Universe.